Hey YouTube, alright, this video is on sprinklers and the TORO 570. You can see this kind of really odd installation over here. How there are two pipes and there's some really weird, where's my hand? Sunny out here, kind of hard to show this. Some really weird fitting it in here like an elbow fitting. I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. Advice on this stuff, you know, I didn't really know what was in the ground. I dug very slowly, so I didn't break the pipes. I didn't know how far down they were. I filled the area with water, so I was able to remove the dirt with my hand. And, okay, I'm going to show you another hole in a second. Hold on. Okay, I wasn't able to get a good view of the other hole. It's too far down in the ground. I had two leaks in the ground. The sprinklers weren't spraying, they were flooding into the dirt. And so here's a 570 with the MPF. I think it's an MPF, a 15-foot spray. Maybe it's a 10-foot. So I ended up, this is an old style, how they do it now. You can see there's an elbow and then there's another elbow. And so if the pipe was going this way, this is how it connected. Now they use funny pipe. Instead of using that, they just use a piece of funny pipe, which will screw onto the bottom of the sprinkler. It's very flexible, and then it will screw into the main plumbing, so it's easier to use. This is a pain in the ass. So I removed this sprinkler, trying to find out why I was having a leak, and you should be able to see right over there. That's where the water was coming out of. Can you see it? Right over there. See, it's cracked? So you might run into this with any sprinkler system that's flooding into the ground. Funny pipe or elbow connections. So that's the problem. And yeah, I could just replace this piece. Probably cost about $1. Maybe 50 cents, but I'm going to replace the whole thing. I'm replacing everything since it took me hours to dig these holes. I may as well make sure everything is done properly. Here was the other one, the other problem. Water leaking into the ground. There's only one elbow, I took the other one off. Why was water leaking into the ground? Because they put these side by side. Some idiot gardener years ago replaced a broken sprinkler head, and this is a TORO, which is about 6 inches, I think, and they replaced it with a Rainbird, which was about 4 inches. That's why I wasn't able to see this through the dirt. First I couldn't see it, and I knew there was a problem, and then I saw water flooding up. Why was water flooding up? Because they stripped the threads over here. So it didn't screw in, water was flooding out of here. So this needs to be replaced, so I'm just going to replace both pieces, and since this is a Rainbird and not a TORO, I'm going to be replacing everything. So, went down to the store and picked this stuff up. Here's a brand new brand new TORO with the flush head on there. Brand new TORO 570. And it's, here's the second one. Here are the elbows that I bought. There's a filter, water filter that will, sediment filter that will go inside the sprinkler unit, and then on the very top, when I remove the flush valve, I'll put in an adjustable 0 to 360 nozzle. All of these new parts cost me about $8.29 from the store. On Amazon, it might cost you about $10, $12. Who knows? Home Depot doesn't carry TORO anymore. I think Lowe's still does. So, the point of the video is you can do these repairs yourself. Digging 2 holes probably took me 5 hours because I was being very careful, and they were about 11, 12 inches deep, and I didn't want to break any piping, and I did not at the time understand how this thing was connected or how they had installed the fittings or what kind of fittings were in here. So if you ever have flooding coming from underneath, it's either a cracked body or you might have a cracked base to your sprinkler head. You might have a crack like over here on your fittings, your connections. The pipe might be cracked. The threads might be stripped. If it's leaking from the top, then you're probably going to have a nozzle problem. You might have a crack on the head of your sprinkler unit. So, I guess that's it. It's not that hard of a job to do, as long as you're patient and you're careful and you take your time and you don't try to rush it and do it all in an hour. If you need to spread it out over a couple days, you probably save yourself $85 in fees for the plumber to come out, and then who knows how much more for them to dig it up. And they'll probably charge you, instead of $12 for parts, they'll probably charge you like $20 or $30. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and it helps you out.